Well, assuming you believe that getting down on one knee to offer Jaden Alexis and wedding band would be sufficient to keep Blueface away from Cran Rock, you were off base, and afterward I was terrified of Blue. Since I know, and for what reason did you have 6? It wasn't so much that it was very much like I said, I'm actually draining. I said you need ridiculous. The Blue like on that's right, Stone is over here by spilling to Jason Lee about her incredibly late hookups with Blue, and she uncovered that they were sleeping together only half a month after she brought forth their child. Yet Blue then again is like a rock, is dullo. She has been pulling up on Jaden, she's been following me, and needs one more child with me. The show is next level frightful, you all, since increasingly surprising disclosures are coming up, more name calling, more dangers like Cron in a real sense undermined Jaden. So the issue lies with who here truly. Is it Blue or is it Rock? Now, wasn't Cha a similar individual who didn't permit Blue into her conveyance room since she was finished with him? So what was she doing attaching with Blue 6 weeks subsequent to conceiving an offspring? Young lady, this is so depleting as of now, and believe me, proposing that she might have laid down with Blue isn't even the most awful part, cause evidently they even connected on the same night that Blueface and his life partner, say Jaden Alexis, did a meeting with Jason Lee, a best, except that Lee had his jaw on the floor very much like the rest of us, and when he responded to Shake's disclosure with a stunned look, he inquired whether they utilized security, to which Cron answered right away. However, when Lee rehashed the inquiry, she said no. Lee then posed a more unequivocal inquiry to affirm that Blueface didn't pull out, and afterward asked what Cron would do on the off chance that she wound up pregnant again. Recall Rock currently recommended that she could be pregnant with child number 2, so does that kind of affirm the claim that Blue could be the child daddy of child number 2? I generally realized I needed to be a mother. I generally realized I needed to have 12 kids, so 1 down, 1 on the way, and how was the last 10 back? So honey, when I thought Rock had said it all, she went ahead and said that Blue attempted to get with her after his commitment to Jaden Alexis. Rock additionally said that when they were transparently together, she understood that she wasn't really in a solid relationship, and beyond calling the association harmful, Stone said Blue needed a slave. We was infatuated, it was simply more like I couldn't actually give him what he needed. He needed a slave. Quan likewise said that she would have been faithful to Blueface in the event that he wasn't untrustworthy, and uncovered she never got undermined until she got with Blue. Stone additionally made sense of that while with Blueface she persevered so much abuse at his hands, some of which was gotten on camera and shared with people in general, so notwithstanding covering her body in tattoos of her sweetheart and being really steadfast, Stone too guaranteed Blue not just placed his hands on her, yet she blamed him for likewise taking her cash from appointments and other commitment. Then, while talking on being supposedly pimped, Rock said she didn't acknowledge it for quite a while. However, in the end she asserted Blueface has taken more than $2 million in real money from her, yet even in the wake of expressing everything about Blueface might you at any point except that they dozed together weeks after she brought forth their child. Sincerely, right now I'm likewise lean to accept that she's the issue, cause for what reason does she continue onward back? Well, you understand what Blueface isn't having any of what Cron brings to the table, and assuming you ask him, Cron is fixated on him. He was like, I've never been inside her house till this day, show us a pic or video, some different option from that false arrangement call, discussing that telephone. Bring in the event that you missed it. Rock released a call with Blue where she tells Blue that she actually adores him and needs to be with him, yet Blue doesn't accept her and lets Rock know that he doesn't wreck with her and that he believes her should stop acting unusual. Yet, as indicated by Blue, the call may not be just about as late as she guaranteed, and was from September when he went to Maryland to see his infant child. He likewise answered a ton of, as a matter of fact, Things saying an untruth will continuously go farther than the fact of the matter. It's more energizing you straightforwardly confess to playing someone to get to where you need to be. However, some way or another you are the casualty that got played when you got to where you needed to be has neither rhyme nor reason. That is a damnation of a logical inconsistency in follow-up posts. He proceeded with that resembles me coming to ransack you, yet you wind up looting me and I call the police and say it's been a burglary. As far as I can tell, all gatherings included were grown-ups completely mindful of their activities. Also, tolerating of what's going on. No one denied purposely and enthusiastically partaking after all the train of occasions. So acting idiotic, acting ignorant. Casualty survivor sounds idiotic when it's all said and done. Goodness, he didn't end there. 'Cause Blue additionally tended to being in Miami with Rock and said that Cron followed him to Miami like a fanatical stalker. What's more, reserved a room at a similar inn where he was remaining, since she knew that he generally remains at Wellspring. Blue. As per Blue, after CA found out that he was at a party, she got the segment close to his and attempted to stand close to him. However, when declined, she began crying and raced to the restroom and gave away her pendant. Even Cron's new boo Lil Mao wasn't saved in the tirade, and in a different post Blue name dropped Lil Mao, saying, "Ensure you all add Lil Mao profession to my resume. For what reason is your young lady messaging me consistently, brother? What's she looking out for?" Ruins. He really posted screen captures of a discussion he had with Cron where she seemed, by all accounts, to be saying that she is as yet hanging tight for Blue, and think about what Blue likewise so suggested that Cron needed to have one more child with him when he composed griping about being a solitary parent while needing one more kid with an affirmed same individual as your most memorable kid must be an indication of psychological instability. At this point, I don't actually have any idea who's coming clean, 'cause CA likewise asserted that in spite of what Blue said, he is the person who has been calling her. As a matter of fact, other than the tea she spilled in the interview, Cron additionally as of late uncovered that Blueface had gone through her telephone, also selectively erased things, counting a hot video they had recorded together, and that he keeps calling her crying about Mao. Well, we may not be certain who started the telephone calls. However, one thing that is emerging clear is that they have been together since Skillet conceived an offspring, which leaves us with the inquiry, so what about Jaden? Obviously Rock accepts that Blueface proposition to Jaden Alexis was an exposure trick, and she even went on Instagram Live to communicate her questions about the proposition, which she accepts was organized individuals be savaging, right? And I don't savage for genuine. I recently got receipts and I be coming clean. So and afterward I'm prepared say something different. However, it's don't even to say that why. As of now. No, come on now, on the off chance that you realize I ain't answering it's 'cause that is an insane. That is simply, I think genuinely, could I at any point be straightforward? I think the